I am going to tell you something that sounds wrong, and then I am going to prove it. Your salary is a vanity metric. It feels like the number that says whether you are winning. It is not. Picture two people who both earn $90,000 a year. Same paycheck, same title, same lifestyle on the outside. One of them is quietly building real wealth. The other is sinking, a little deeper, every single month. From the salary alone, you cannot tell them apart. They are living two very different lives, and the number that exposes the difference is not on either of their pay stubs. It is called net worth. It is the one number that actually tells you if you are getting ahead or falling behind. And here is the strange part. Almost nobody has it. Most people can tell you their salary to the dollar and have never once calculated the number that actually matters. In the next few minutes, you are going to. So let me give you the number. Net worth is assets minus liabilities. That is the whole formula. Assets are everything you own that has real value. The cash in your checking account, the money in your savings, anything in an investment account, a Roth, a 401k. Your car at what it is actually worth today, not what you paid. A home at its real market value. You add all of that up. That is one column. Then you build the second column. Liabilities are everything you owe. Your credit card balances, student loans, the car loan, a mortgage, every debt, every balance, all of it added together. Now you take the first number and you subtract the second. Assets minus liabilities. What is left is your net worth. It might be a healthy positive number. It might be deeply negative. For most people starting out, it is negative, and that is completely normal. Here is the part that surprises people. This is not some accountant's project that takes a weekend. You can do this in 15 minutes. Open a blank note or a spreadsheet. Make 2 columns. Log into each account and write down the balance. Total each side. Subtract. 15 minutes and you will know a number about your own life that you have never known before. Now, why does this number beat your salary? Because they measure completely different things. Salary is an input. It is the raw material, the money flowing in the front door. Net worth is the output. It is the result of every single financial decision you have made with that money. And the gap between those two things is enormous. Take 2 people at the same salary for 10 years. Identical income, the entire decade. One of them invested a little every month, stayed out of high-interest debt, and kept their spending under what they earned. The other did none of that. After those 10 years on the exact same paycheck, you can open up a $200,000 gap in net worth between them. Same income, $200,000 apart. That is the difference between an input and an output. Salary does not care what you do with it. It pays you the same whether you invest it or set it on fire. Net worth keeps score. It quietly rewards every good decision and quietly records every bad one. Your income tells you how much came in. Your net worth tells you how much you actually kept. Only one of those is the real game. Let me show you what this looks like in a real life. Meet Dev. He was 24, working in sales, making $55,000 base plus commission. Nice apartment, new car, going out whenever he wanted. By every signal he could see, he was doing fine. He felt fine. Then he actually did the math. He added up his assets, some cash, a little savings, a 401k he had barely touched, and his car, about $23,700. Then he added up what he owed, credit cards, the car loan, his student loans, $53,000. Assets minus liabilities. His net worth was negative $29,300. He was not poor. He was not failing. He was almost $30,000 in the hole and had absolutely no idea, because that feeling of doing fine was built on his cash flow, not his real position. And here is what he did with that ugly number. He did not panic. He did not quit. He just decided to make it go up. He checked it every quarter and moved one lever at a time. 18 months later, he had climbed $15,000, still negative, but moving fast in the right direction. By 28, he crossed into positive. By 35, Dev's net worth was positive $140,000. The number that started all of it was negative $29,300, knowing it was the whole game. So here is what net worth is really for. It is the one honest scoreboard you have. Everything else can lie to you. A big salary can hide a mountain of debt. A nice apartment, a new car, a feed full of vacations. All of that can sit on top of a number that is quietly negative. Net worth strips away the lifestyle and shows you the truth underneath. It does not care how things look. It only cares what is actually there when you subtract what you owe from what you own. But I want to be careful here, because this number can mess with your head if you let it. Track it. Do not obsess over it. You do not need to check it every day. You do not need to watch it tick around like a stock price. And you absolutely do not compare it to anyone else, because you have no idea what is hiding behind their number. The only comparison that means anything is you versus past you. Your net worth today against your net worth 3 months ago. Is the gap between what you own and what you owe getting wider in your favor? That is the entire question. That is the scoreboard. You against your previous quarter and no one else. So here is the move. One thing. Today. Not once you feel ready. Not once the number might look better. Today. Calculate your net worth. Open a blank note on your phone or a fresh spreadsheet and make 2 columns. Assets on one side, liabilities on the other. Then go get the real numbers. Log into your checking, your savings, any investment account. For your car, look up its actual value on Kelley Blue Book. That is your assets column. Then log into every card and every loan and write down what you owe. That is your liabilities column. Add up each side, subtract the second from the first, and write that final number down somewhere. You will not lose it. Whatever it is, good or brutal, that is your starting line, and a starting line is a gift. Then do the one thing that turns this from a number into a habit. Set a calendar reminder for 90 days from now that just says net worth check-in. That is it. Every quarter, you recalculate, you compare to last time, and you watch which way it is moving. The scoreboard only works if you actually look at it. Net worth is not what you earn. It is what you keep and grow and build. That is the real game. And now you know how to read the scoreboard. This is the end of the first stretch of this journey. And look at what you are holding now. You know how money moves. You know how debt works against you. You know how to build a foundation that does not crack the first time life goes wrong. And now, finally, you can see exactly where you stand, in one honest number. That is the whole foundation, and it is yours. You did the hard part. Now you know the score. Go check it and then go move it.